Hello and welcome to another Spring Commander 1v1 cast back on this map. Twin River with Slow versus TI, XI, TI, C, T, C, I, T, Ty. He'll be Ty. I have renamed you Ty because your name is difficult to say. So, yeah, this is a long game. So right off the bat I'm gonna at least go to +1 for the time being. If warranted, I'll go slower. But yeah. Definitely a long game. Slow is definitely the most favorite. He is top 10, I think. Ty is about rank 50, 60, so definitely the advantage with Slow, but clearly a very competitive match, as we can see, because it's such a long game. Okay, so build orders. We've got Land Factory, and now we just get how many P-gens? Is it going to be 8 P-gens? So yeah, this is what the commanders do these days. This is the new meta, something like that. You lay your land factory, and then you send your engineers to build the mexes. Your ACU does some mexes too, but then you just use your ACU to build P-gens. That's what most people are doing nowadays. So 8 P-gens, I think, before we're going to get to... Yeah, 8 P-gens before the air factory, and on this side, oh my goodness, that's a lot of land factories going down. So we are definitely going to expect some T1 spam. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 P-gens. It's hard to say for sure. But yeah, definitely a lot of P-gens before building the next land factory. So yeah, already units are sprawling around the map. Slow going for a more eco build. Not choosing to escort his engineers quite yet. No ready parties from Slow yet. Ty is. He's got... send his engineers out too. He's got a Mantis, so hopefully that'll cause him trouble. There is a fair bit of mass in this middle central region, so you do want to send your engineer to come and claim this, and very easy to raid as well. But one thing about this map is that there's so many different options for your engineers. You've got this core group of 4 mexes here to claim, and here, and there's a bunch of reclaim as well in terms of rocks, if we can find any right now. I think Slow's already claimed them. Sorry about that. So this Mantis should be denying this mass to Slow, but Ty doesn't have anything to claim it yet, so he's not going to be able to get it either, so it's a bit of a wash. Actually, Slow is going for these rocks first? Maybe that's a bit of a misclick. Oh no, Mantis, you had one job to get this engineer. That was it, you had this one job. There we go. He's getting some. So at least Slow's getting some mass for his efforts, that's something. But that was a nice raid from Ty, anticipating the engineer and then killing it. We do have an Aurora from Slow going Aeon, right? I don't think we've seen Aeon for a while. So, what are the reasons? There are some interesting command upgrades. The Auroras are kiteable, they kite. And of course they can float over water. 4 Mantises there to charge, because the Auroras have the range advantage. Walls coming down. You try and contain the fighting area. Okay, so what these players are going to try and do? Well, they're going to try and win, firstly. It's important to try and control this half of the map on your side here. We want to try raiding. You also want to secure your island, at least one of these islands. I don't think either player is going to try and go any navy with Aeon or Cybern. I think it's not particularly very viable. Neither of them have particularly long-range attacking ships. UAF governors are a good idea, or they'd be useful at least. But Seraphim maybe as well with air cruisers, but I don't think either of these factions offer any real strong naval options. So I don't anticipate seeing any navy on this map, but a lot of T1 fighting, sure. We've got some raids coming in, that bomber's coming in again, dropping another bomb. He has got no kills yet. Typically the bombers go for engineers more than single Mantises, so I don't think that was cost effective at all, and he's going to lose these interceptors, so... That was quite a good foresight from Ty. He just had the Sky Slammers with his T1 raiding army right off the bat. He was just... Maybe he was anticipating efforts from Slow. So Slow has this bomber here. Really, the engineers should be the target. That didn't work very well, but you can... No, didn't work very well at all. So hopefully Slow's going to get this engineer. He doesn't see it yet. There's not the radar yet, but he's trying. He's looking for it. Don't know if he's going to find it. That engineer might just be lucky. Okay, commander coming forward from Slow. I like that. The commander should be aggressive on this map. Stay inside your little core base, so it doesn't really offer much of an advantage. But he can either secure the left side of the map where he is, or the right side of the map. Definitely, I think playing aggressive with the commander is a good choice. Leaving him back in the base, he's just with 2 engineers as more capacity. You have more enough engineers than that. Rather get him forward and fighting. Ha! That's the first criticism of players who are clearly better than me, but let's not worry about that too much. Okay, so yeah, the bomber is dead. Well, the engineer is dead, but this bomber is probably going to be dead too. Really? Oh, that's a shame. Hey! Okay, so yeah, when they clumped up, the 2-1 bombers work better. Hey, is the sound too loud? Gonna turn down the sound a little bit. I always feel it's safer to have the sound quieter rather than louder. If it sounds too loud, then it just ruins the entire experience. But if it's a little bit on the soft side, it's still there. You can still hear. You still know about it. Okay, so there hasn't been too much aggression yet. The both sides facing each other off. I guess the real aggression is going to start now with a push of Auroras from this low. But not really want to take too much of a battle. Where's the ACU? The ACU, yeah, the ACU is right here. So definitely an opportunity for the slow to push. We will want the ACU in front to take the hits, while the Auroras just do the DPS on the side. And while this is happening over here, we've got the source on the left-hand side from Tai. Kind of, I'm not quite sure what his plan is. But hoplites, this is fast hoplites. Okay, I don't think slow is anywhere near T2 land. T2 air, that's interesting. Didn't expect that. So we've got hoplites out. T2 Mex is out already from Tai, and TMD out already, and T2 PGen. So things are going really quickly. This is definitely more of an eco game on Twin Rivers than I would normally have expected. Slow has no T1 Mexes, or 1 T2 Mex, and he's paused his T2 land air factory. That'll be because of the hoplites he has seen. So these hoplites, this T2 land is really going to do bad things to Slow's push. He could have pushed it really aggressively if it was just T1 land from Tai, but Tai was like, ain't having none of that today. Obviously the hoplites need to stay well kept. The ASU don't want to be victim of an overcharge, that'll just be expensive, and Slow's thinking better of it. He is going home. He is going to get that eco up because he is, well, still slightly ahead, but basically it's whoever can the islands, right? They'll give an eco advantage, although these mexes can be easily reclaimed to give Tai back into the offering. Okay, so we've got Swift Ones out. So what is Slow wanting to do? Is he? Okay, so Aeon obviously offers the advantage of being able to have a T2 air advantage with his Swift Ones over T1 Nexus. Yeah, TMD going back up, that's a great choice. I like the fact that it's next to the PGen. I don't like so much that it's not next to the T2 Nexus, but presumably we'll get more. So he is going for gunships. Not a bad choice at all. Because I like that. I like the fact that he's going to couple those gunships with his T2 air advantage. And he is going to claim this island with his drop, but just scout. So TI is going to be able to do that, but Tai is going for the island on the left here. So I like that. T2 Mex is in the back being upgraded, not over here. We do have some PDs places. I like actually placing some PDs up here, although I'm not sure if these look like air turrets actually. Hoplites just getting some easy kills. I like what both players are doing with the walls, trying to constrain the openness of the map to help it a little bit easier to defend. It's probably something that I should do a bit more. A double wall, because why use one wall when you can have 2 walls? And quite right. It's interesting to see that Slow has chosen to upgrade the back mexes and Tai hasn't. Well, I think Tai's just actually behind in the mexes upgrade. So it seemed like Tai went for the quick eco, quick T2 land, which kind of, well, it didn't defeat Slow's push, but it basically meant that Slow wouldn't push, which isn't quite the same. So Slow just decided to back off an eco, which I think was definitely the right choice. It's definitely ahead right now. This drop is going to land! I wasn't quite sure. So these are going to cause havoc here, just engineers. Is a PD going to be placed? So if they stick to the ridge line, they will be able to evade most of the PD, but they don't seem to do that. They seem to be instead charging down the PD, which I think is not the correct choice. But just causing some trouble, causing some havoc and chaos. Okay. So gunships just pause. Okay, and I'm back. So the gunship is getting into business. We've got Oblivion turrets down. That's really going to try and slow this T1 push down as well. The gunship is taking too much damage from the T1 anti-air. Oh, there he goes. If you possibly be able to evade. So this gunship is maybe going to try and harass the island here, but not against those turret interceptors. They're not, but the Swiftwind's there. So I don't really have a feel for how many T1 interceptors you need to beat Swiftwinds, but Swiftwinds definitely have a substantial advantage. So the Oblivion's completely controlling this entrance of here. I really like the way Slow's playing this. He's really just constraining the avenue to attack to just completely, no possible raids going down either side of the map. Have to go to the center. But we have got loyalists coming down from Tai. So Tai is, he rushed T2 land. He tried to see if that would work. It didn't. And now he's going to rush T3 land, and we might see if that works. The Oblivion turrets are going to do some damage to them, but I don't think you'll have enough. Are these Oblivion turrets just going to... are the loyalists just going to be sacrificed needlessly? That was not good. You should have definitely waited to have had a critical mass of loyalists. That was a waste. I didn't like to see that at all. Gain some harassment done over here, but if this continues for too much longer, Zolo's economic advantage is going to be too difficult to deal with. So what's Tai going to do? I like that he's got that T1 anti-air patrolling around this area. He's got some anti-air here too, so he's trying to cut down the rain and the drops in this capacity. Those Medusas didn't do too much. So Slow needs a new plan, or he's got bricks. His new plan is bricks. So Loyalist didn't work. He had two, didn't work. Slow's been playing mostly reactionary this game, and you can do that, right? It's a very viable way to go. You react to your opponent's aggression. If he is aggressive, you react and then you beat his aggression. And if he isn't aggressive, you just eco instead. You just have to make sure that you always know what your opponent is up to, and if there are surprises, it is a very effective way of playing this game. This is like 4 walls. Like, he's just making sure that he doesn't want nothing to come through here. An airdrop might work, but it's been very effectively scouted. I was thinking maybe Mercies, but I wouldn't expect Mercies at this tier level of game. It would be very embarrassing if Mercy Strike came through. We've got a Deceiver coming through. That's just going to cause some trouble, make the bricks a little less observable. We've got some anti-air for the bricks too, which I like. They really do waddle, don't they? Left to right, waddle, 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 waddle. That's actually a really cool animation. Things you don't notice when you're playing the game, but when you're watching it, you get a chance to do these things. So Tai is just, T3 Engineer. I wonder what he's going to do. Maybe a T3 Power. Otherwise, maybe he's going to try play some Monkey Lord. We've got Trebuchet. T3 Mobile Arty, I think, is... I'm noticing that's definitely becoming more popular. We've got a T3 Engineer as well. We've got Harbingers out. So both of the players are just really ecoing, right? They're building up the things that they think that they might be able to be used to defeat their enemy. They're just sussing each other out, right? Just trying to figure out what they're doing. Slow's still got the eco advantage, and so they're holding for quite some time still. This Trebuchet will cause some trouble. This Trebuchet will be able to destroy most of these if they can get to the shield. These Auroras are going to have a bad time, that's for sure. We've got a fairly large amount of bricks here, so it'll be difficult to really come down that too hard. What to do? Yeah, Trebuchet, the central defensive area is going to kill things, that's for sure. I quite like that. I think he definitely needs more than one, and he is getting more than one, just to get the damage done quick enough. A raid coming down the side with 3 Auroras is very, very cheeky, but I like it. There are a few things I like more than cheap units harassing. I think that's, for me, that's really the hallmark of a good player is, can they harass continuously with really, really cheap units and cause trouble? Use what resources you have as cost effectively as you can. Okay, so the push is coming through, the bricks are coming down, you've got Harbinger in the background, Slow's ACU is running away like a coward, and this is going, the bricks are definitely going to overwhelm that, as I say as they run away. But they've done the damage, and yeah, the bricks are still going in there. They're still going in. They could leave the trebuchet to do the work. Harbingers are there. I would like this brick to be microed back. I would like to see that. Doesn't happen, but it's still staying alive. Those harbingers are not going to do well. So now that Ty has destroyed the central fortification, but is he going to be able to capitalize on it? I don't know. I don't know. Does he have a plan? He had that T3 engineer. What's he doing? He's still running around. I don't think he's actually done anything. Maybe he considered going the Monkey Lord. Yep, there's a T3 mobile just and nothing in between except some scouts. So yeah, a T3 RT is pretty good for taking out T3 just T3 land. Oh, that didn't go well. So he's in a dangerous position here, and he knows it. He's booking it. He's got the shield on, so that's definitely going to keep him survivable. He's got to overcharge, I assume. I'm going to make it a little bit quieter because as I zoom in, it gets very loud. Okay, so Harbingers. Zlo is being very brave. I'll say that much. He's been very brave. He's just ACU fight facing down all these bricks, but he has faith, right? He has faith in his overcharge, he has faith in his shield. I don't think he has faith in the Harbingers. They're just in the back there a little bit. Oh, that was sad. That was sad. That brick could have cleared the island, but it didn't quite make it. T3 RT cuts both ways. I've seen this before. Okay, a lot of... There's the overcharge. A lot of the games I've been casting has been from Slow just because he's been playing interesting games on the ladder. And if you have interesting games that you've played, do send them to me and I'll cast them, right? You don't have to be a particularly good player, I just ask for interesting games, so send them to me to indefatigablemoose@gmail.com, send those replays to me and I will cast them and we'll have a good and fun time. You can find the email address in the channel description and the description of the video. But I've definitely seen this Zlo do this a number of times. He keeps his ACU forward, he puts shield on it and he just overcharges anything that comes forward and he just ecos on the back of it, and it seems to be a really effective way of playing the game. I guess it could backfire if you lose your ACU, but I think he's done this for a while to know just how viable and how far he can push it, and he is pushing it, right? These are a lot of bricks that ACU is facing down, but he don't mind. Those Oblivion Cannons are... they're just gonna... there's a whole bunch of Oblivion Cannons here. So... Zlo is still in the eco lead. He's got 2 bombers coming out. I love this. I like this so much. Killing the trebuchet with 2 bombers. It's exactly what I want to be seeing. Coming for a second pass. Fantastic. Right. There was a bouncer at least. Yeah, there's the bouncer. It didn't do nearly enough. T1 Land Factory. Not quite sure how I feel about that. Depends what he's going to be using it for. We do have all these engineers do all this reclaim, so I definitely want to see people claim that reclaim. This has been the first major reclaim field of the game because the players have mostly been standing off each other. So it'll be good to see who's able to capitalize on the reclaim. There was a Magno. I always want to say Mango, but it's not a Mango. It's a Magno. Magnos, something, I don't know, some electromagnetic spectrum radiation thing. Okay, so the Harbingers are coming in, but these are more than enough bricks to deal with those Harbingers. But if you can try and keep this brick a little bit in the back, I would definitely like that. That land factory didn't achieve very much in this world. The ACU is back here, getting the heavy shield upgrade that the chat was telling me about, so that'll definitely make the Slow's ACU more viable. I like the brick drop here. I think he should do it again, especially with T2MXs here. You just have to dodge the AA, it would work. So you did once, do it again, right? If it doesn't work once, then, oh, maybe you need a new plan, but sometimes your plan was good in the first place, you just need to try and do it again. Execute it maybe a little bit better. So, okay, we've got the shields. This is going to be for the ACU, to keep him more viable in the front line. Get more shields out, get more overcharges out. Strap bombers, I like it. So, that's the first T3 air. I don't think Ty knows about it. Zlo hasn't revealed he has T3 air. He's just going in straight within the strap bomber. Should be able to cause some trouble. Has to stay away from bounces. We know they exist. Doesn't have enough T1 interceptors to take it out, but it's going to be revealed here. Or maybe it does have enough. He does have enough T1 interceptors to take this thing out, so it's not going to get very many runs in. Maybe one, not even. Oh my. That is what we call a gift. 1600 mass achieved nothing. T1, AA, right? It's viable. Apparently, is able to take on T3 strap bombers. Or maybe it was these guys. I didn't see them. I think it must have been the SAM sites that did most of the damage. Oh my, and in all that time, a lot of bricks died. There were at least 4 times as many bricks, and there they are in the field scattered. And now Zlo is going to be able to reclaim them, taking damage on his shield, but he don't mind, because he has all this shielding assistances. But trying to get the reclaim, which I like. The trebuchet died. Oh boy. Okay, so Zlo, T3 air, going good. Making sure he's going to maintain the air. I don't know if he's going to try any more T3 air shenanigans. I guess he revealed it and decided that it is GC time. Well, it's going to take a while at that board rate. What's Ty up to? He is going T2 gunships. It's a bold choice when you know your enemy has T3 air. I think he's definitely feeling like he's in a little bit of a corner, doesn't really quite know what to do. I'm not quite sure what the gunships are for, and I've just answered my question. Not quite sure how he got in there. He must have been dropped, I think. It would have been embarrassing if he was able to have walked that way. So that's what the gunships are for, but you need to go T3 air, I think, otherwise... Well, actually, what you really need to do is you really need to scout that GC, so you can have a response to it. Because right now, I don't think you have a plan. This guy's just... It's cute, right? So absolvers. These things are really good at taking out enemy shields, presumably, and hopefully you already know that. So if your enemy is doing this kind of nonsense with mobile shields and that, then yeah, time to throw in some absolvers, but can't do that if you're a Cybran. So Zlo has, but the entirety of the game so far has generally been able to maintain a 30 plus mass lead. I like this so much. He just has these 2 bombers just sitting in the corner, and when he needs to, he'll just select 3 and give them attack order. It's great. I really like the way he handles that micro. He just puts them there, keeps them there, and he'll take them when he needs them. When he sees a trebuchet in danger, he'll send, ooh, restorers. So yeah, probably not a terrible choice because he knows he has T3 air, he's got enough ASS, cause him trouble, or does he have enough ASS? That was just enough. That was a poor choice in hindsight. Definitely needed his ASS to protect it, but it's another mass gift, so Zlo's been fairly generous. We've got the bouncers with the bricks. I don't think he knows about the GC. I don't think he's seen it at all. So he doesn't really have a response to it as well. The GC right now could walk straight down the middle, and there wouldn't be much Ty could do about it at all. So it'll be interesting to see how he handles that. What's he putting here? These are ASFs. Have you got T3 maxes anywhere yet? Still on T2 maxes mostly. I don't see any T3 maxes, so everyone's still on T2 maxes for the most part. Hey, that's a mass of T3 RD. So Zlo is in a very, very commanding lead in this game. It's going to be interesting to see how Ty comes back from this, and presumably he must do. He's going to take some awful fire from this RD just walking around without being able to achieve much. And if he comes close, he's going to eat a few overcharges. Or has Zlo decided that now is the time... Oh, his ACU is still front and center, being bold as always. Charging those bricks down because he had no fear. He's got this covered, right? Those bricks have to keep moving. If they come close, they get overcharged. If they stay there, they get RD'd. He's really worked Ty into a very horrible corner. And I really don't know what Ty can do about this. Even a Monkey Lord would be a terrible idea. I have no idea at all what Ty can do. hey, TML, so I like that. I wonder how far they can reach. There is a TMD there, so these are unlikely to achieve much. No kills yet, so I haven't missed any strikes yet, so I don't quite know what they could do. Slow would do well to build the TMLs here. Hey, that would be nasty. If he builds some TMLs here, he could actually attack the SAM sites, and that'll open up an avenue for some T3 airplay. Gunther, that's a T2RT. I guess it was a thought, but it's not going to work. So these bombers, what are they after? They're after the Gunther. Those bombers are great. Hey, the GC's up. Yeah, Slow just seems utterly unstoppable. Unless there is just an amount of bricks that Ty is able to build. I don't know. And the GC is particularly good against bricks with those magnetic hand thing, crush things. Does Slow just send in the GC by itself to get it to die? Surely he doesn't do that. It would be sad if he sends this in by himself. If this GC was supported by his army and just went down the middle, I think it would easily finish the game. I don't like the fact he's sending it in by himself at all. Okay, he's coordinating the push simultaneously, so maybe they're going to meet up past the rocks. So the GC would have been seen by Ty, and he would be shooting bricks. Haha, get shooting bricks because he's building bricks. I cracked myself up. Yeah, I just have no. I cannot see how this ends well for Ty. Unless Slow lets this GC be swamped. So it's taking T2 gunship fire. Slow doesn't have air superiority, so he gave that up. The gunships think better of it. The GC takes some damage. If Slow just acted aggressively with his units, I think he would just easily win and finish the game right here, right now. I don't know why this GC is going back. Slow has all the intel he needs. He's got all the scouts flying over. He must know. Is he afraid of the air? He doesn't really have any flak. So I think maybe that's why he's drawing back, because he has no anti-air capacity. Which is a shame, because if he had, right, if he just had a few flak, we got whalers. I think Slow really dropped the ball here. He just needed some kind of anti-air capacity, and he'd easily had this. But, so he has to withdraw. Okay, he's pushing in again. I like this. Is he just spamming ASFs now? Or he is at least building ASFs. So he's put his ASFs in. He's got some anti-air capacity in. So I think that's exactly what he was waiting for. He was waiting for some anti-air. Now he's going to push again. But did that give Ty enough time of a window to build what he needs to get the stuff done? So, still not pushing with the GC. He's really concerned about this. I think he's much stronger than what he thinks he is. I think he's trying to just harass and do damage with the T3 RT, get their T3 RT as close as quick as they can, and just continuously harass. I don't hate the plan. I like it. I like its conservative nature. The last thing you want to do is make a land push and have a GC die in your enemy's base. That's one way to lose the game, and we don't want to lose games, right? We want to win games. So play conservative, do the harass, continuously work yourself into a better and stronger position, and I like that. There is a lot of bricks. This is actually a worryingly amount of large amount of bricks. But some T3 RT shots here, right? They would do some trouble. That's the Absolver going through. This is the T3 RT. So, yeah. Okay, so that's happening. Hey, oh my goodness, these are a lot of whalers. So he doesn't. Does he have enough flak? Does he have enough flak? Oh jeez, he doesn't. That GC is going to go down, and then those bricks are going to annihilate all those harbs. And this is actually going to give. Oh my goodness, this. Oh jeez. So he did the thing that I said that he should do, but he lost his window of opportunity to execute that GC. Closed. There was a window for him, I'm sure of it, and it was before his opponent had whalers. Or maybe I'm just confused. I don't know, but I don't like the fact that the GC died here. If Slow just had a little bit of anti-air capacity with his main GC when they first formed up and went straight in, I don't think Tai would have had a response to that. He withdrew because he didn't have the anti-air to deal with a handful of T2 gunships. In the event, Tai used that window to build whalers. But now Slow has the ASF, so were the ASFs not existing for the whalers? Jeez. This was a mistake. I'm not too sure exactly where the misplays there were. I think Tai managed to keep a really cool head. He responded with whalers, and I think that was the correct response. But he didn't have any ASFs, or did he? But now Tai's going to obviously have access to all this mass. Tai has all the mass he needs to basically execute any option that he wants. Slow has a lot of mass too. I don't like the fact that both of these players are carrying so much mass. That's not a good sign. Going for a Tsar. So, sure, Tsars are fun. They're good at crashing into things. He has the AFSS for them. I guess the Tsar would be good for killing the bricks as well. But you'll probably go for the ACU for it, or go for an upgrade on the commander. So, hey, is that little orange in the... is that new? In the bottom left-hand corner I see a T2 engineering icon. That showed the upgrade. Oh, that's so sweet! This is the first time I've noticed that. That you hover over an ACU in the replay, and the one in the bottom left-hand corner, it shows you what upgrades the ACUs have. That is so awesome. That's a really nice feature to have. So we've got T2 Arty here, which presumably just to keep the mobile Arty away, which is a reasonable choice. Do we have T3 mexes yet? We do have a few T3 mexes. Zlow's eco lead has tailed a little bit. That is so cheeky. It's so cheeky, but I like it. It didn't last very long. So the eco is pretty much even Stevens at the game. Both players are in very even situations. Hey, attack missile. I never actually checked up on these guys. What did they do? He got 4 kills. Not quite sure what he killed. There were TMDs here, so he must have managed to get around them somehow. So much going on in this game. T3 RT and ASFs. But the Tsar. So Slow really doesn't have much if his opponent pushed with bricks or land forces. He's got some stuff, right? But I guess he'll just respond with what his enemy sends forth. Begin a megalith. So megaliths aren't good against Tsars. I would like Tai to be scouted much more. He didn't see the GC, I don't think, until way too late. He doesn't know about the Tsar coming. He knows about the restorers now. But does he have enough anti-air to deal with this business? I like the fact that Slow is trying to deny the mass field. Oh my goodness, I didn't mean to go to -4. I like the fact that Slow is trying to deny the mass field to Tai. That's definitely good. Even though it's so far into his enemy space, he's still just trying to stay here. Using the restorers to harass the whalers. The restorers will do much better in air combat against these gunships. There's still so much mass here. Sound launcher, good. Nice to see that going down. But nothing to deal with the Tsar. He has no option. Doesn't even know it's coming. So that's when it's crash into something. So if the Tsar doesn't do enough damage with the crash, and the unfortunate thing is though that's also another mass gift. So it's supposed to be quite generous, I would say. Definitely doing this give someone for that strap on, they crash here somewhere for no effect. There was 1600 mass, and that's the stage of the game. 1600 mass is no joke. Although at this point, Tai would just be struggling to be able to fit, just to be able to spend all the mass, just put them into units. But we got the Tsar coming, got the Tsar incoming. So we're gonna have to keep an eye. Hey, it's gonna be scouted soon, so that's good. the scouts are going in now, but it's too late. The Tsar is already on the way. Going down to normal speed because things are about to happen. Check get some coffee. So there are actually a lot of SAM sites that Tsar has, and they'll definitely do damage to the Tsar. So the Tsar isn't going to be able to exist for too long with the base here. I don't know why this happened. Why have you stopped? Why? I don't. Well, I guess he has. It's not really a mass issue, but you'd rather have the megalith built, right? So the Tsar's harassing has taken damage. Is he just going to be satisfied with taking out the mexes and running home? Is that the goal here? No, he's focusing down the SAM sites, and then he's going to let his restorers do actual damage to the mexes. That's not a bad choice. Actually using this at the Tsar as a damage sponge more than anything else. So very conservative play from Zlo. I don't mind it at all. Like he's cleared, something clear 6 mexes here, so that's going to give him a good economic advantage. So I actually like that a lot. I really do respect that. I like that a lot. I like the fact that he's playing so conservative with the Tsar. Usually you just expect people to throw the Tsar in there, crash into something, and often it doesn't work. But he's taking the conservative approach. He sent his Tsar in there, he did damage, and he GTFO'd, leaving his enemy clearly in a worse position without the mass of the Tsar to reclaim. I really like that actually. So now he's got a 25% mass advantage, still feeding on the GC, or capacity to do that. We've got a megalith and some bricks here, so this is a lot of T3RT. I'm not sure this is how you respond to a megalith. Did I miss the meta? Did I miss the memo? Is this a counter to a megalith? I don't think it is. I don't think it is at all. We're having another Tsar. That's interesting. And that's us reclaiming mass, so that's quite fun. Maybe it is a counter to megalith, because that megalith is GTFO-ing back home. But we've got another megalith coming out, so how many megaliths do you need? This is weird. Hey, mass TML. What's the target? Okay, and the next wave coming through, so if Ty noticed he'd be mass building TMDs here, he doesn't notice it. 1 PGen down. Geez, he hasn't noticed it at all. He could easily build some more TMDs here. That would definitely serve him well, but he hasn't noticed. Oh dear. Do you have a power stall on Ty? Doesn't even care. He did have a little bit near the end there, but how is this even a strategy? This is... Okay, what we did learn from Slow is that T1 bombers is the correct way to counter T3RD, so it would be great if Ty would just send, on Cyber, he needs like 18, you know, send 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. If you'd be able to kill all the T1 bombers just with 18, all the T3RD with 18 T1 bombers, that would be one of the most cost-effective and happy things I would see, but it's probably not going to happen, because Slow has air superiority and harassing capacity. And Ty doesn't seem to enjoy building T1 bombers so much. But he's losing all his stuff now to TML snipes, and I don't think he's noticed because he's not building the TMDs that he needs. Trying to think of what Ty can do. I still think he is just in a corner. And his corner is getting smaller and smaller, and I think that's exactly how Slow is trying to play the game. His eco is still competing. Slow hasn't bothered to upgrade to T3 Mexes, which I think is strange for the strategy he's playing. If he's trying to play the whole containment strategy, to continuously cost-effectively harass and try and achieve an advantage the whole time, I think it would do better if he actually just upgraded his Mexes a little bit. That would make the situation so much stronger. We've got his reserve of T1 bombers in the back just so he can dump them in whenever he wants to, where he wants to cause some trouble. Send the Tsars in, he's got... Jeez. And he kept the Tsar back, and it's almost at 100% health, right? So I really like the way he handled the Tsar play. So we've got two Tsars coming in. I kind of feel that if both of these Tsars went for the SU, I mean, surely that would work, right? I don't think that's what he's going to do. I don't think he's going to play that risky. I think he's just going to do the harass. He's probably going to go into the back area here, try and take the Mexes down. Get the kills, get the veteran C2. That is also part of the thing that's going to be happening. But these are tier 1 Mexes, right? You don't have to worry about them. You only get to the T2 Mexes with mass storage. That's what you want to be after. A lot of bounces, so that's definitely a thing that he's going to want to stay away from. Walls don't stop Tsars. Anything else interesting happening while the slow moving Tsars are causing trouble? Just gain some eco back up, gain some T3 gens. Lot T1 AA coming up. They do damage, right? These Tsars are taking damage, one in the yellow, one in the green. Slightly better off. He does not want to lose these Tsars at all. So he just went in there and left, leaving some scorch marks on the ground. It looks like some coon was making donuts. I heard what sounded like strat bombers. Here come the strat bombers. I thought I heard something, although I thought I heard strat bombers stratting, but he just has them. So two megaliths still in a standoff between these two players, which is interesting. Both of them playing very conservative. Very conservative indeed. We have got a missile launcher. I like this, right? Because basically what this means is that, well, I mean, he can nuke his opponent, but also what this means is that if his opponent builds an SMD, these two Tsars will easily be able to crash into it, and then he just nuke whatever he wants, and that's basically a win. It doesn't matter if his opponent's going to be able to get the mass from the Tsar reclaim. If without the nuke in space, there's just no coming back from that. Not at this stage in the game. And especially not if he nukes the Tsars, because that's going to destroy any mass reclaim potential from them, and then it becomes just a race, and Slow just, build nukes faster than his opponent can build anti-nukes. And if I can fault Ty in one main thing in this game, it's going to be with his scouting. Why do you have to contradict me so badly? But he will have seen the nuke now, and I would say he scouted that in good time. So he'll have to build an SMD or try and take out that SML soon. There's the SMD, so that's great. The SMD will be up in time, or cover what it covers, but if Slow wants to, he could nuke the back or crash his Tsars into the SMD and nuke the front. In no way does this end well for Ty. I think he's done very, very well to stay in the game for as long as he has done. Slow is still showing us that T1 bombers are viable at 50 minutes in the game. Take note, people. Still viable. The strap bombers, I don't know what they did. Hey, they killed some bricks. So that probably worked out profitably for Tsar. For Slow. T3 mechs are slower. Why are you not building them? Hey, for the first game, Ty's got the eco advantage, so that's alarming. And that's because Ty's been invested in T3 mexes and Slow hasn't. So if Ty's able to survive and hold on, right, it's actually very even, but does Slow notice that he's, or he would know that he's got an economic disadvantage, but this isn't going to end well. This isn't going to end well at all. If you had, I guess there were no good places to land actually. Ty has learned. Yeah, drop in just a few T3 land. Such a popular strategy, very effective. Doesn't always work. I'm not sure if going after T1 Nexus is the best use of Slow's time at this point. It would have taken him from your 270 mass to 268. Is that something that you really want to notice? These Tsars, right? He just waits for them to regain their mass and then go in again, cause some more shenanigans. It's fantastic. Why have I not seen people play with Tsars like this before? Laying eggs. A rarely used ability from the megalith. It's probably a brick. Or a bouncer, who knows? It's a bouncer. Got a GC from Slow. I didn't even see that be placed. But it really exists in this world. Gain some tele defense, which is probably a viable thing to be doing. That nuke, how's that nuke coming along? There it is. But almost certainly the missile, not built yet, but it will be ready. Hey, so just causing a harass over here. I like this, right? Because presumably Ty doesn't have enough anti-air to kill Azar, or does he? Or does he? Getting down to the red. I think Slow's going to be okay. I think this is a lot closer than he wanted it to be. If Ty had some ASFs, and he does have some, he's sending them in. He definitely has an opportunity to kill that Tsar. I hope he goes for it. Maybe he wants to clear the ASFs first. He might be able to get both Tsars, maybe. That Tsar's been very cowardly. He's still on the map. Yeah, so Ty's going to win the air battle. There are harbingers on this island. The megaliths are going forward. Ty, you must know about the Tsar. Come on. You know there were two Tsars. You know one was on almost no hit points. Come on, you have to be able to find it. Don't fight over here with your ASFs. This is... oh, jeez. Please kill that Tsar. Let's have a look on his radar. He has no idea. So, jeez. I really like the way Slow has been playing with Tsars. He's kept them alive much longer than they deserve to be alive for. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. He played with them conservatively and he's kept them alive. He denied the opportunity for Ty to kill them. Slow not able to clear the island, but no engineers left on it. That Tsar still covering the corner, regaining mass like an absolute mad thing. I didn't really appreciate just how quickly Tsars regained their mass. Is this a wise idea? I don't know if this is a wise idea. Okay, good. Please don't live. I've never wanted a Tsar to die more in my life. This one does not... jeez, if this Tsar gets away... You've got ASFs here, they can help. Come on. Send them in, please. Oh, if this Tsar lives, I'll be so sad. I can't believe this Tsar is going to live. It's probably a bit dangerous leaving the Tsars over here. I mean, if they were to die, they could destroy a lot of Slow's stuff if they crash poorly. T1 bombers, what are they aiming for? Probably the megaliths. No, just T3 units, just doing damage, and they are. So the new plan for Ty is to build a whole bunch of ASFs, kill the Tsar, and have a crash onto Slow's base. If only that would work. Okay, so we do have an anti-nuke, but he'll probably nuke the back part of the base where there probably isn't one. So this is gonna really put Ty on the back foot. He's back in the economy. Oh, he's going for... where's he going? Is he going for the megaliths? He's going for all this land here. Oh. Doesn't get either of the megaliths, but he does get all those T3 lands. That's gonna give... Slow definitely an advantage, but these megaliths are starting to become a threat, and they've got enough bounces to really keep the Tsars off. There's a GC, there's a whole bunch of shields. Another GC coming down. This game is going mad. This game is out of control. Both players really just playing conservative. They've been harassing the whole time through. Another megalith coming down. A monkey is coming down too. Can't even walk out of the water because it's too cliffy. Tsar's coming in again. Oh jeez, this is like a 5 vet Tsar. These Tsars are going to be the bane of Ty's existence. I think Ty really needs to just get a mass of ASFs just so he can charge them into his arm and kill it in one pass. I think that's what he needs to do. Bounces are great, but well, they're not great if they just charge into the laser beam of death. Definitely less great if they do that, but the Zars are not being counted right away. Are the Megaliths causing trouble? Demanding a return? I like the fact there's just this horde of bounces. There's very few bricks left. And Megaliths aren't known for their kiting capacity because they just they can't shoot backwards. So maybe Ty lost some patience here, but that was a mistake. I think Ty's definitely in a poor situation now. I don't quite know how he's going to be able to come back from this. I think now, I said this for quite some time, but now I think that his opportunity is a little bit troubled. That crash isn't going to cause too much double trouble. That Zar's still alive. There's another Megalith coming out, but this Megalith isn't going to cause damage running away. 2 GCs, this is not looking good. A bug coming down. But he needs the ASS to support it. Does he have them? He's got some. But I don't think that Megalith is going to survive. Not for much longer. And then this Megalith is just going to be swarmed too. I think this is the end. I do think this is the end. Let's keep it at normal speed. There are still many explosions to be had. Yeah, surely now all of Slow's forces can just charge into Ty's base and just end the game. Surely we're at that point now that can happen. Oh wow, this is a long game. So there's a lot in this game that I liked. I like the fact that Slow was playing conservatively. I really liked the way he was playing with his Zars. I thought it was great. I like the drops on the island. I like the anti-aircraft on the island, the anti-aircraft defenses. I liked Slow's play with his T3RT. It really seemed to just keep his enemy at bay. I like the walls coming down. I like the way Ty was able to survive an almost a hopeless situation by identifying Slow's absence of air defenses. And just this Whalers really just kept him in the game at a very opportune moment. He got enough mass to keep things going, but now it is the end. There's nothing you can do to stop this now. Those GCs just marching through with reckless abandon, those Harmagers coming around the flanks, just... there's nothing left. Hey, I can pan as well like this, that's great, I didn't even know I could do that. Thought I was pretty ahead. You were mostly behind the whole game. For a short while in the game, you were ahead eco-wise a little bit. Hey, Slow thought he was ahead too, that's interesting. But no, for the most part, Slow was ahead. There were some short parts in the game. He was a little bit ahead, but really not much. I guess with the mass donations, things might come out a little bit differently. But, you know, yeah, there we go. And the game's over. So, very well played to both players. I think both of them played really, really well. But tactically, I was stronger. One misclick experience did me in. It was definitely a misclick, but I think you are going to be dead regardless. Yeah, that was actually a really good game to watch. It was really interesting to see just how that standoff developed and how the players responded to it. There was a lot to like in this game. I enjoyed it a lot, so I hope you see you next time. Okay, bye.